Alright, welcome to worksheet 2.2. Okay, we're going to be starting now. Tommy and Hamid shared a sum of money. Hamid had 3 times as much money as Tommy. If Hamid had $46 more than Tommy, find the total sum of money both boys had. Alright, so for this question, we're going to start by marking out the important information. Alright, Tommy and Hamid shared a sum of money. Alright, this tells us there's only 2 of them. Okay. Hamid had 3 times as much money as Tommy. Okay, this is important. It teaches you how to start drawing your model. Alright, the last one is if Hamid had $46 more than Tommy. Okay, find the total sum of money. So now we're assuming that Hamid has $46 more than Tommy. Alright, so from here we have to draw a model with Tommy and Hamid. Okay, Hamid will have 3 times more than Tommy, right? So we draw Hamid with 3 units. Okay, then Tommy has to have only 1 unit. Okay, now it says here that Hamid had $46 more than Tommy. Alright, so this is just basically the difference between Hamid and Tommy. The difference here would be here. Okay, and this has to be $46. Right, so it's an easy question just to warm up your unit methods. Okay, so here you get 2 units equals to $46. 1 unit will be equals to $23. And lastly, you're going to find total sum both boys had. You find what's 4 units. 4 units will be equals to 23 times 4. You will get $92. Okay. Fruit seller had 50 more apples than pears. After selling half of the apples, there were 30 more pears than apples. How many fruits did the fruit seller have at first? Let's mark out the important information first. Okay, fruit seller had 50 more apples than pears. Second part here says that after selling half of the apples, there were, okay, now you can choose to highlight in your own way, okay, whichever points you think helps you the best. But here I noticed that there are actually 3 separate things happening here. So I'll just mark it out like this. Right? Fruit seller had 50 more apples than pears. Okay, so I'm just going to draw one model here for apples. Okay. Apples. Alright. And it has 50 more than pears. Okay. Which means my pears I have to draw. Oops, sorry. My pears I have to draw up to here. Okay. It says that after selling half of the apples, there were 30 more pears than apples. So we have to divide the apples by half. Now take note, when we divide the apples into half, okay, somewhere here, you have to include 50 into the entire bar of apples. Okay, so from here, if let's say I have to highlight, this is 1 unit, okay, this whole thing here is another unit, okay, and if I were to draw this down, alright, says that this area here is the 3rd unit as well. So these 3 are equal units. Alright, and here it says that there were 30 more pears than apples after selling half of the apples. And if you notice closely, because the pears, nobody sold anything for the pears, alright, so this one has to be 30. And if you look, if you can transfer it upwards, this we know this is 30 as well. Now looking at the red color, or rather the pink color highlighter, right? You'll notice that 1 unit is actually equals to 30 plus 50, which will give you 80. Alright, so now we look at the question. How many fruits did the fruit seller have at first? Okay, so at first he will have here 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units plus another 30 over here. Okay, I'm going to remove this so I don't avoid confusion. So first we find what's 3 units. 80 times 3 equals to 240. Alright, then we're going to add in the 30. 240 plus 30 equals to 270. Now please try and make it a habit to write your final statements. I'm not writing my final statements here because I'm trying to speed up the process and you don't have to watch this video for too long. Alright. Question 3. 6 boys, 10 girls collected 280 for charity. Each boy collected thrice as many as much as each girl. How much should each boy collect? Alright, so now we have a model, or rather, let's mark out the important information first. Okay, 6 boys and 10 girls, 280. That is the total. Okay. Each boy collected thrice as much as each girl. So take note, this tells you that, okay, it's you should be starting to draw your model from there. It'll be easiest to draw a model from there. So we got a boy, we got a girl. Alright, now each boy will have, since they collected thrice, alright, you have 3 units for a boy. Now for girl, alright, you only have 1 unit. Okay, so from here we can see that each boy collected twice as much as each girl, and since there are 6 boys, these 3 units here we have to multiply by 6. Alright, and for girls there are 10 girls, so this we have to multiply by 10. Alright, I'm just doing a shortcut. Alright, the old times will, rather when you were in primary 3 you probably drew out the entire thing, but it's very time consuming, so now I'm doing a little cheat over here. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to calculate how many total units are there altogether. For boys, there are 3 units, right? And then it's multiplied by 6 times, so you have 18 units. For the girls, you have 1 unit. Okay, multiplied by 10 times, so you get total of 10 units. Take the 18 units plus the 10 units, you will get 28 units. Okay, so now we know a total there are 28 units, and then they collected 280. This whole thing here, okay, is 280. Alright, so now let's try to find what's 1 unit. 28 units equals to 280. 1 unit will be equals to 280 divided by 20, which will give you $10. I'm just doing a shortcut. Okay, you probably have to think a bit more for the working. Now, do you want to know how much each boy collect? Boy has 3 units. So in 3 units, okay, it will be $10 times 3, which is $30. Alright. Question 4. Mr. Tay is 44 years old now, and his son is 18 years old now. In how many years' time will Mr. Tay be twice as old as his son? Alright, so we have Mr. Tay and we have his son over here. Alright, we're just going to draw a simple model for 44 years old. Alright, so this and this will be 44 years old. 44 years. Alright, his son is only 18 years old at the current moment, so we're just going to draw something very small. Let's try to draw it a bit neater. Okay, someone to draw it a little bit smaller. Okay, and this represents 18. Alright, now we know that Mr. Tay will be twice as old as his son in the future, somewhere near the future. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to use another color to draw it out. Okay, Mr. Tay would have in this question mark number of years, okay, and his son will also increase by a question mark number of years. Okay, and what the question is trying to tell you that is after this question mark number of years, right, Mr. Tay will have exactly twice the number of years compared to his son. Alright, now if we were to look at this, actually if I did my own way of cutting this thing, okay, you will see that if I move this over, alright, it's exactly the same thing. Okay, so I'm not going to move it over because I'll just keep it like that first. Okay, so we can see that this question mark, okay, this question mark here, okay, belongs to this question mark here. So this entire unit is duplicated over there, and this 18 over here, it will go to the 18 inside here. So this portion has to be 18 as well to make the units the same. Okay, I am just going to highlight. Alright, these are the units we're looking at. 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 units. Okay, so now from here we can see if this is 18 and if we have 18 over there and we have 44 over there, do you think we can find what's 1 unit? Yes, 1 unit will therefore be equals to 44, which is what Mr. Tay has in total, minus 18 years, which is that little portion over there. Okay, you will get 26. Alright, so if 1 unit is 26 now, we are going to find in how many years will Mr. Tay be twice as old. So what we're actually trying to find is the question mark number of years, how many years later. Okay, looking at the son, alright, we have already deduced that this portion over here, okay, let me get rid of this, this portion over here is 26, right? Because it's 1 unit equals to 26. So all we need to do is now take 26 minus 18, you will get 8 years. Okay, so the answer will be 8 years. Alright, so now for question 5, Jenny had 492 marbles and Kelly had 128 marbles. Jenny gave Kelly some marbles so that they had the same number of marbles. How many marbles did Jenny give to Kelly? Okay, let's mark out the important information first. Jenny had 492 and Kelly had 128. So this is just telling you how you should be drawing your model. Okay, the next piece of information, Jenny gave Kelly some marbles so that they had the same number of marbles. Alright, now let me change a bit of this one. And then the next one is they had the same number of marbles. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to start by drawing the green part first. Okay, Jenny, Kelly. Jenny had a lot of marbles, 492. Okay, Kelly had 128. Right, should be somewhere about this amount. Okay, and here we see, okay, now whenever you want to split something to somebody in such a way they have an equal number of marbles, okay, there are two ways you can do that. Either you take Jenny and Kelly and you add them together, then you divide everything by 2 to make it fair. Or you can always tell yourself, okay, I must not lose out to Kelly. Alright, so you must always keep the same amount that she has before you give anything to her. Alright, so here if you have 128, right? So now if you split the remainder, okay, equally into 2 parts, right? Then you have 1 unit here, 2 units here, okay, of equal parts. Alright, and here you want to give this part over to Kelly. Alright, to make it equal such that they will both have 128 plus 1 pink color unit. Okay, so if you actually look at this right from a model, we can actually find out what is the total of the 2 pink color units, right? So we're actually taking 492 minus the 128 which you got over here. Okay, so from here we can get 492 minus 128, you will get 364. Okay, and now if you want to find what is how many marbles did Jenny give to Kelly, it's just 1 pink color unit. Okay, 2 units is 364, therefore 1 unit has to be 364 divided by 2, which will give you 182. Alright, so answer has to be 182. Okay, so that's the end for the part 1 of the tutorial. I hope you managed to understand it.